All right. So welcome everybody to our first online information session for the launch of our new program called Spring Cleanse. I'm really excited about launching this program, and I know there's a lot of excitement amongst the team as well. So you know, winter's usually the time of the year when we hibernate and eat lots of food. Actually, guys, I'm just going to mute everyone before we start. There we go. Now we just minimize that background noise. So spring's always an exciting time of the year, you know, coming out of winter, but it's also that time of the year when we tend to freak out a little bit because the days are getting longer. We know summer's just around the corner, and through winter we tend to kind of hibernate a bit and eat stodgy comfort food and tend to put on a few more unwanted kgs and feel quite tired and sluggish because of that. You know, and usually we tend to not exercise as much during winter as well. So this program is going to help you ditch your sugar cravings. It's going to you're going to flood your body with lots of micronutrients and good food. So you're going to get some awesome benefits from it. And I just want to go through what some of those benefits are. So you're going to eliminate the toxins out of your body that can put pressure on your internal organs and thereby make them work harder. Your energy and vitality is going to increase from doing this program. You're going to improve your lymphatic flow and thereby improve your immunity. You're going to get rid of the brain fog and improve your mental clarity, which is great. I'm sure a lot of us would love to have that. Your digestive system, all right, your digestive organs are going to get a good time to rest and cleanse doing this program. We're going to take the load off those digestive organs, and you're going to improve the health of all the organs in your body, really. They're going to get a good rest and cleanse. So this program can be done anywhere from 1 to 10 days. Obviously, the longer you do it, the more benefits you're going to get and the more amazing you'll feel. So what we do after you've done the program is that we're going to give you another ebook, which is called How to Plate Up. And this is an ebook that was designed by Natalie Baldock, who is a real food coach and author. She's also an international speaker, and she lives in Perth in Australia. She's put lots of great content into this ebook, so it's great for after you've done the cleanse to give you some ideas of healthy recipes. It's got, I think there's 5 recipes for breakfast, lunch and dinner, also healthy smoothies and snacks. So there's awesome healthy recipes to carry on with after you've finished your cleanse. So what I would suggest firstly, if you're interested in doing this, is always to plan for it. What you want to aim to do this when you don't have a massive workload on, you don't have social gatherings, don't have any birthdays or weddings or anything like that, or even visitors. You really don't want to have any distractions that are going to tempt you off the path of this cleanse. You want to buy the supplements to help your body detoxify and cleanse and to give your body a massive boost of micronutrients. And these are a really important part of the program, and I'm going to touch on those a little bit later. I would suggest that you clear out your pantry and your fridge of all those bad foods. So it doesn't mean you have to eat them. You can throw them out, all right, but you definitely want to have them out of sight so that they're not a temptation. If you can find someone to do the cleanse with, it's a great idea because people tend to have more success when they can find a buddy to do something like this with. It just to have someone to help keep you accountable and to be able to share your challenges with is a great thing. Another really good idea is to write down your whys about doing this program. So it just really helps keep you focused on your goal and your reasons for doing it. And I'd also suggest that, and we'll touch on this a bit later as well, buying a natural bristle skin brush. So this is for the skin brushing part of the program, and I'll touch on that briefly too. So let's get into what the cleanse is. So I'm going to break it down for you. Obviously all these details are in the ebook that you will get if you decide to do the program. So when you wake up in the morning, you want to start your day by having a ginger and lemon tonic. All right, and all these recipes are in the ebook. You then want to get into the practice of some deep breathing meditation or yoga, all right, just to really connect to that breath. It's a great way to start the day. You want to do some affirmations or some visualizations, and again, I'll touch on those a little bit later as well. You want to do some dry skin brushing before you shower. This is a great way to help your body detoxify. You would then want to start your day, your breakfast, you want to have your green juice and your Juice Plus capsules. Morning tea should be green juice or a simple green drink or a herbal tea. Your lunch is going to be a fresh, simple salad with lots and lots of leafy greens in it. And then your mid-afternoon snack is going to be either a green juice, a simple green tea, or a herbal tea. Early dinner is going to be either a potassium soup or a green soup and your Juice Plus capsules. And then before bed, we suggest having a chamomile tea to help you to sleep. And then when you're in bed, doing some gratitude, all right? And I'm just going to break these things down now as we go through this presentation. So again, like I said, we're going to provide you with all the recipes that I've just mentioned in that plan. So I want to talk about the Juice Plus supplements now and why we use them in the program. Now, simply put, the Juice Plus products are the highest quality natural whole food concentrates in the world. At the end of the day, there's no substitute for eating a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. But, you know, in this fast-paced, busy world, people are just not doing it consistently. So we know it's what you do every day that impacts your health, not what you do sometimes. Okay, so Juice Plus just helps you to get in that big, massive boost of micronutrients every single day consistently from a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. So it's just like that backup plan and that insurance policy. It bridges a nutritional gap for you on the days where you're not eating enough. So I talk about micronutrients. You know, you might be wondering, what are they? Micronutrients are pretty much all the goodness in your fruits and vegetables. So they're the vitamins, the minerals, your phytonutrients, your antioxidants, all those live enzymes. So if we think of the analogy of a car, all right, now you need to put oil and you need to put petrol in your car for it to function properly. Now you put petrol in your car, obviously, to make it go, to make it move. So we can liken the food that we put into our bodies, our carbohydrates, our protein and our fat, so our macronutrients are like the petrol that we put into our car. So our macronutrients give us energy. Now our micronutrients are like the oil that we put into our car. You know, if you didn't put oil in your car would eventually break down and it would become very sick, it wouldn't operate. So the oil in your car is really beneficial for the health of the engine and for everything to operate properly. So micronutrition is like the oil that we put into our bodies, all right? It's often the missing link when it comes to health. A lot of people are so focused on macronutrients, our carbs and proteins and fats, but the micronutrition is really, really important for the health of our bodies at a cellular level. So what Juice Plus allows us to do is to get in a massive boost of micronutrition every single day from a wide variety, more than 30 varieties of fruits, vegetables, and berries. And that you get that 365 days of the year, regardless of the season. So I just want to go through a few points about Juice Plus and further points about why we use them. Juice Plus have got their own third generation farms, which specifically grow produce just for Juice Plus. And because of this, they're able to pick the produce when it's vine ripened. So that means when it's about to fall off the tree. And because of that, it's at its highest, it's actually packed with nutrients. So it's very different to the way we buy our fresh produce from the supermarket, when it's pretty much really, really lacking in nutrition because it's picked way before it's ripe. So the way that they manufacture it is they juice it up immediately when it's at its highest nutrient value, highest nutrient content. They dry it in an oxygen-free environment using really low temperatures so the nutrients are still intact. And then they put it into a vegan capsule. So I'll just show you the containers here. We've got the berries, the fruit, and the veg, okay? And like I said, they're juiced up. The concentrated powders, all right, the water and the sugar is extracted and the concentrated powder is all that's left, and it's put into a vegan capsule. So even the capsule is completely natural and from plants. All right, now most capsules that you get these days are made from beef gelatin. All right, so this is the highest quality capsule of its kind in the world. It's got a food label on it, which I absolutely love. As soon as I realized that, I realized that this is actually food that we're putting into our body and not a supplement. So a nutrition label on it. and it's stringently tested. All right, so this product is put through tests of every kind to test for herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, heavy metals. It's completely GMO free. There's no nasties of any kind. And this product has been around for nearly 30 years. And in that time, it's never, ever had one product recall. So this is a product you can completely trust. And if you have any problems swallowing capsules, and there are people out there, I know, that can't do that or have problems, they have a soft chew, okay? So the same ingredients that are in the capsules are in the soft chew. So this is for people who can't swallow capsules, but this is also for children, all right? So this is a children's product, and the thing that is awesome about this company is that where any adult takes the Juice Plus capsules, they can sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and 17 years of age, and that child gets the soft chews absolutely free for up to 4 years. So they're a company with heart that's really focused on really trying to turn around the health of children. So what sets Juice Plus apart from everything out there on the market? Obviously, you know, it's a very high quality product from what I've just told you, but pretty much what sets it apart is the science behind it. It's backed by more than 15 years of science to prove that when you put it into your body absorbs everything that's in it, and B, that it actually goes to work on your body. So every single person that takes Juice Plus gets a benefit from it at a cellular level. So that's a reason why, because of the extensive body of research, it's a reason why so many health professionals and doctors around the world recommend it. So what I want to do is, just because there are a few people on here that have been taking Juice Plus for a little while, and I'd like to just flick over to you, Sandy. I'm just going to unmute you and spotlight you. If you could just tell us your experience of being on Juice Plus and how that's really impacted your health.
Sure. So I've been on Juice Plus for about 12 months, and when I went on it, I had an issue with my cholesterol. So the doctor had suggested that I needed to take statins, and bearing in mind that I was also a cancer survivor, and so I was looking for something to just support myself and my whole well-being, really, and I wanted something that wasn't synthetic. So Juice Plus really hit the nail on the head for me. So my cholesterol was at 8.8, and the doctor was quite concerned and thought that statins was a good option, and I kindly declined that. I just wasn't an option for me. So I asked the doctor to give me 4 months because your blood changes in 4 months, and so I wanted the opportunity to do it by myself, really. So I did, and I did one of our other programs called the Detox, Cleanse and Nourish, which is a 24-day program, and I started taking Juice Plus, and 4 months later I had my bloods done, and they went from 8.8 down to, let me just look at my notes, 5.8, and my my LDL cholesterol went from 6.5 down to 3.9. And the interesting thing there is that the nurse or the doctor said that the nurse actually at the end said, "Oh, you know, you're an absolute rock star," when she gave me my results. And I said, "Oh, why is that?" And she said, "Well, I don't know what you've been doing, but those results are far better than you wouldn't have got those results in that time frame if you'd taken traditional drugs for cholesterol." So that was amazing. But what I've found is that I'm a lot more. I just have a lot more focus. I feel like I'm not I'm the boat that's got a rudder now instead of going all over the place. I have more energy, and I have lost weight as well, which is a real bonus. And I go running about 25 k's a week. I go to Pilates 2 or 3 times a week, and I just wasn't doing that before. I had a few back issues and things. So yeah, it's been a huge plus in my life. Yeah, sorry for the pun.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sandy. That's awesome. Maddie, I'm going to flick over to you and just unmute you and spotlight you. If you can just tell us about your experience.
Alrighty. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep.
No? You can. Okay, cool. Hi everyone, I'm Maddie. I've been on the product for probably 3 to 4 months now. Basically, I started the product. I wasn't sleeping. I was on medication to help me sleep. I had like a itchy kind of eczema type thing that no doctor could actually tell me what it was. My health and well-being was just down the drain. Being a university student, I prioritised study over eating well, which isn't a very good idea. But this product has basically taught me how to eat properly and to put the right things into my body when it needs it, especially. And basically, you know, being stressed and stuff, it's been an incredible help to my sleep. My itchiness is completely gone. And my general health and well-being, I'm a better all-round person, I guess you could say. My list goes on and on. I don't have any notes tonight, so I'm winging this one a bit. But the way that Juice Plus changes your life is actually incredible, and it's changed my partner's life as well. We both come home and we've got huge amounts of energy, and we're both generally all-rounder happier people. So it's an awesome product. I don't know what else could have helped me to get any better. I mean, coming off sleeping tablets when you rely on them so heavily is pretty amazing for me. So there's so many different benefits that everyone can sort of see. So awesome product.
That's great. Thank you so much, Maddie. That's awesome. Thrilled to hear you've come off those sleeping tablets too. Anna, I'm just going to go to you just for one. I'll pin you as well. Off you go.
Hi everyone, I'm Anna. I've been on Juice Plus for about 1.5 years now, and just love it. Like my family are on it and they love it, and seeing everyone around me becoming healthier and happier in themselves is just incredible. For me, it's the energy. I've never had trouble sleeping, but I thought I was getting really good sleep, but now I wake up in the morning, and I never thought I would say this because I absolutely love my bed, but I actually look forward to getting out of bed in the morning, and I feel like I've got a bit of a spring in my step, and it's quite incredible for me. As I say, I love my bed, so that's a big thing for me. The energy is incredible, and the product makes me crave whole foods. I don't have those same sugar cravings, and if I do have something sugary, I'm quite satisfied with a small amount rather than a big binge session. So they're the biggest benefits that I'd say. But the most satisfying thing is that knowing that in the morning when I get up and take my Juice Plus capsules, that I'm putting all this fantastic stuff into my body every single day. And even if I don't have the best day nutritionally, which those days are getting less, that I'm putting all these amazing fruits, vegetables and berries into my diet every single day. So it's fantastic, and I'm really stoked that I came across this product. So that's my story.
That's great. Thank you so much, Anna. That's awesome. All right, guys. Thank you very much for sharing there with us. So let's break down the program for you guys then, all right? So we're going to go over some of the other important things and why we've put them in there. Now, being healthy starts by what you feed your body each and every day, but we also believe that there's some good daily practices that you can put into place to really help to boost your health. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the ginger lemon tonic and why we use that. So lemon juice is alkalizing for the body, so it's alkalizing the body is really, really important. I'm just going to quickly touch on that. So everything in our body has a pH level, all right? So a pH of 0 is totally acidic, while a pH of 14 is completely alkaline. So a pH of 7 is neutral. Now, those levels vary throughout the body. Your blood is slightly alkaline, between a pH of 7.35 and 7.45. Now, most people are too acidic through eating diets high in processed foods, lots of sugar, dairy, coffee, red meat, alcohol. So they're very acidic foods. Now, we need to be eating more foods that are alkaline and alkalize us rather than make us acidic. So you want to think lots of water, fruits and vegetables, especially your leafy greens, and lemons. Now, lemons, most people would assume are acidic because they're sour. So they're actually a very alkaline fruit. So great to have first thing in the morning with some ginger in it, or apple cider vinegar is also a very alkaline product to use. So if you find that lemon water is too sour for you in the morning, you can put a little bit of honey in it, but try to have it just with ginger and lemon, and it's a great start to the day along with the Juice Plus capsules. Now your deep breathing, meditation, and your yoga, all right, whichever you choose to do to connect to the breath is great, and it's a really important part. So I want to quickly explain and touch on that as well. Now you have part of your nervous system, you have an autonomic nervous system, all right? So your autonomic nervous system has two parts. You have a sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight response, and then you have your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest, okay? So too many of us these days, because we lead such busy, stressful lives, are in that sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight, and because of that, it has a lot of health consequences. So obviously your autonomic nervous system, you can't control when you go from one to the other. That's why it's called autonomic. The only way that you're able to switch from one to the other is through your breathing, all right, and by slowing it down. It's the only way you're able to do it. So once you slow the breath, you go from that sympathetic nervous system into your parasympathetic, your rest and digest nervous system. And that's really, really important for reducing stress in your life and for the health of, overall health of your body. Stress, as you know, can be a killer. So even if you think you're not stressed in life or have stress in your life, just being a really busy person and rushing around all the time, you've heard the term rushing woman syndrome from Dr. Livy, just being that kind of person can keep you in that sympathetic nervous system. So your deep breathing can really help bring you out of that. So the importance with your deep breathing is that you're doing it the right way. So it's really important to breathe into your diaphragm or into your belly. So the way you want to do this is to fill your tummy first before you fill your chest. And now when we're in that sympathetic nervous system, we're quite often breathe very shallow and we breathe all here from our chest, all right? So the importance of deep breathing is to breathe from your belly. So what you want to do, and I might just quickly stand up here, is you want to breathe into your belly, take a deep breath, expand your belly first, and then you expand the chest. So you're breathing from the belly first and then up into the chest to fill the chest, and then you're slowly releasing that breath. So it does, if you haven't done this type of breathing before, it does take a little bit of practice. And I would suggest perhaps even if you have a look on YouTube to get a good visual of and some good instruction on how to do it. But what we recommend in the program is that you do this, try and do this 3 times a day. So in the morning, in the middle of the day, and in the afternoon. So we want to aim for breathing in for a count of 7, holding your breath for a count of 7 at the top, and then slowly releasing and exhaling for a count of 7, and doing that 7 times over, all right, 3 times a day. So that's really going to get you into that parasympathetic nervous system. Now, your affirmations and your visualizations, these are really, really important if you're wanting to achieve any goal in your life. So your affirmations or I am statements are pretty much just a positive statement. The cool thing with these is that we can really trick our subconscious brain into believing that what we think is reality, because our subconscious brain doesn't know how to tell the difference between reality and what we dream. So the important thing with positive affirmations is to use the words I am, so that you can trick your subconscious into believing that it's actually truth. There's a great little part from an article that I found on the internet, and I just want to read this out to you guys. It's about affirmations. So it says, affirmations strengthen us by helping us to believe in the potential of an action we desire to manifest. When we verbally affirm our dreams and ambitions, we are instantly empowered with a deep sense of reassurance that our wishful words will become reality. Affirmations are proven methods of self-improvement because of their ability to rewire our brains. Much like exercise, they raise the level of feel-good hormones and push our brains to form new clusters of positive thought neurons. In the sequence of thought, speech, action, affirmations play an integral role by breaking patterns of negative thoughts, negative speech, and in turn negative actions. So they can be really, really powerful in helping you to change those thought patterns. So some great I am statements would be to say things like during the program, I am cleansing my body on every level. I am nourishing my body on every level. I am good health. I am abounding with energy and vitality. I am worthy. I am beautiful. Challenge you to look yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and say, I am beautiful. It's pretty hard, but it's a really powerful I am statement, that one. So you really want to picture and imagine how you want to feel when you reach your health goals as well, and that's important. And this can be, you know, a great way to do that is by attaching emotion to the visualization. So closing your eyes and really picture how you're going to be at that point where you truly feel healthy and how that's going to make you feel, and attach emotion to that. All right, and music is often a really good way to attach emotion to it. Vision boards can be amazing too. Pictures of how you want your life to be. You know, cut out pictures of a healthy body or a healthy person from a magazine and have it up on a vision board, or even a picture of yourself, you know, maybe 5 or 10 years ago when you were at your healthiest. You know, have that up on your vision board so you can see it and look at that every day. Dry skin brushing. So this is a simple wellness trick that takes only 5 minutes per day. It costs nothing apart from the cost of a brush initially, but it helps you to cleanse your body inside out. So your skin is actually the largest organ in your body, and it's an organ of elimination. So it's important for detoxifying. So 1/3 of your body's toxins are excreted through the skin. So dry skin brushing really helps to unclog your pores, excrete toxins that become trapped in the skin. So what you want to do is you want to purchase a natural, non-synthetic bristle brush with a long handle so you can reach all the areas of your body. You want to get naked, all right? So you want to do this first thing in the morning before you get into the shower. All right, you want to do it in a bathtub or a tiled surface, somewhere that's going to catch the dead skin cells that come off your body. I know that sounds a bit horrible. So you want to begin by brushing and starting from your feet and moving in long sweeping motions towards the heart. So you always want to move toward the heart. So when you're doing your arms and your legs, you're sweeping from the furthermost part and sweeping towards the heart. All right. You want to brush several times in each area, overlapping as you go, and you want to take care as you brush over more sensitive areas like your breast. But you'll find over time your skin is going to become less sensitive the more that you dry brush. So once you dry brush your entire body, you want to jump in the shower. It's good to alternate between hot and cold. It's great for getting the blood circulation going in the body and bringing more blood to the top layers of the skin. And then after getting out of the shower, pat dry your skin, apply a natural fruit oil like rosehip oil or coconut oil. And then if you continue to dry brush your body every day, it's going to be great for your health. Twice a day is recommended for best results, but even if you can do it once daily, you know, that's awesome. So the last thing I had here was gratitude, and that's how we end our day. So the benefits of gratitude, and gratitude can be quite a hard practice to get into to start with, but it has amazing health benefits in the long term. So people who make gratitude a practice in their lives tend to experience more positive emotions, they feel more alive, they sleep better, they express more compassion and kindness, and have stronger immune systems. So there's a lot of healthy benefits there. Keeping a gratitude journal is a great way to get into a daily practice, and to do that in the evening at the end of the day. Now, the best way to reap the benefits of gratitude is to notice new things that you're grateful for every day, because I think sometimes, you know, if you're finding it hard to get into the practice, it can just be, you know, you can just rattle things off. I'm grateful for my husband, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my house, I'm grateful for, you know. What you want to try and do is instead of just writing things like that, you want to really get specific. So say something like, you know, today my husband gave me a shoulder rub when he knew I was really stressed, or I'm grateful for my sister inviting me over for dinner so I didn't have to cook after a long day. So if you can really be more specific and get a lot deeper into the gratitude, it's going to really help you there. And you want to be sure to stretch yourself beyond the great stuff right in front of you. So opening your eyes to more of the world around you can really deeply enhance your gratitude practice. So make a game out of noticing new things every day. So that pretty much wraps up what those daily habits are. Like, probably if you've jumped onto this, you thought it was just going to be about a cleanse, but you know, we really believe there's many pieces to the puzzle of good health, and it's not you know, what you put into your body obviously is really, really important, but there's other elements and other pieces to the puzzle too. So we hope we've given you some great information here, and we've inspired you to give this program a go and do something awesome for your health. So if it does interest you, I just recommend that you go back to the person who invited you onto this online information session, or the person who shared this recording with you, and just find out from them what you need to do to get started. All right, so if anyone's got any questions at all, which you could type, I'm just going to check the chat box actually. No one's asked any questions. If you do have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Otherwise, I'm going to stop the recording.